Welcome back to Wepner Farms Productions. We're on day 2 of corn silage season on the big buck. We got equipment all over the place. A couple tractors, a couple boxes, a couple trucks, a couple semis. Well, just one semi, but you get the point. We're gearing up, getting everything ready. I just grabbed some water to wash some windows. If anybody needs some window washing, Big Ricky's getting his chopper ready somewhere, I don't know where. And we're all just kind of getting ready to go. A pretty important thing we like to do, especially in corn silage, is try to keep the windows clean. If you know anything about corn silage, it's a bit juicy, it's a bit sticky, it's a wee bit yucky. So, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but really like to take some time beginning of each day and just get the windows freshened up, because I wouldn't want to look at that all day, and I'm sure you guys wouldn't want to either. So even though I'm not going to be driving this truck, the guy that is going to be driving this truck is not here yet, so we'll get it ready for him. That way when he gets here, he can just hop in and go. So just get all that yucky, slimy stuff off. At least get the windows halfway clean, so the guy can see. I might make this a new profession. Same with the windshield wipers, they just get built up. Just clean them off. The old Mercedes. How's she doing on oil? Oh. We're good. We're good on oil. Go back in the hole. You can do it. Very good. Alright, should be ready to rock and roll as far as that goes. Windows are clean. Ignore the little streak there, it'll dry up and it'll be fine. Windows, mirrors, clean. Ready to rock and roll. We'll see how Big Ricky's coming. He should be blowing his chopper off. And then should be getting going here pretty quick. Almost ready. Guarantee it. So I'm gonna do this tractor quick too while I'm goofing off, and then I gotta get my stuff ready. Ooh, that's a real beauty. Let's get her shined up. There you have it. A window you can at least see through. I know, by no means is it perfect, but in about 20 minutes, it's probably gonna look the same as it did before, unfortunately. See how he's coming. Ricky! Ready to go? Alrighty. Oh my god, it'll be noon. Oh jeez. Alrighty. Little wiener box. Ready to rock and roll. I don't know when someone's coming to run that, but sometime. It's always a blessing to get to drive that thing. It's a unit, let me tell you. My turn to get ready. Looks like I've cleaned everyone's windows but my own. I need to get this thing blowed off and clean my windows. Should probably put fuel in it as well. We're probably good on def, but about half a tank of fuel, so it would definitely benefit from some fuel. I'm sure she'll be about empty after today if we didn't. So should blow my cab out too. Look at this floor. Disgusting. What are you gonna do? So yeah, we'll go and take care of that stuff. Alright, as you can see, we got some radiator cloggage. This is just from one day. So we need to get this cleaned up. Probably just blow all this other junk off of here because it's just looking nasty. So this segment of the video is brought to you by Gaurdair. We got the Force 5 Gaurdair, and then this is the Enforcer. It's for cleaning out radiators. So we're gonna see how they work. They hook up to a big air compressor like this 185 CFM. And we'll use our big hose and put some air to it and see what she blows out. All right, let's see what she can do. Now time for the radiator cleaner. Besides the point, we got this thing. Oh. Well, besides the point, we got this thing cleaned up. Radiator is really clean. You can see through it. I mean, obviously there's some of this stuff on there, but I don't know if you're gonna get that off. So anyways, my air compressor, when I had the radiator cleaner on it, it wouldn't throttle up, so it wasn't giving it the full air pressure. So it wasn't coming out of there like I think it's supposed to, because it should really shoot air out of it. So that's not that thing's problem, that's my problem. But anyways, this is all Gaurdair stuff. You can find them, it's all American made. This is the Force 5. They also make a shorter version. I believe that one's 36 inches. And then they make a like 20-inch or something like that. I'm not 100% positive. And then they got those radiator cleaners. And besides that, they got tons of other products. Like they got vacuums, shop vac that all run off of air compressors. They got pretty much anything you can imagine for small air compressors as well. anywhere from 12 to I think 60 CFM are the small ones. So yeah, they got radiator cleaners for that. They got, I don't know, just all kinds of great stuff. So if you guys want to check out their website and check out the tools that they have, looks like a great company. Looks like they got some great products, well put together. I don't see any of this stuff breaking. It's all heavy duty stuff. Even this plastic handle, or I don't even know if that's not even plastic, it's like a rubbery handle, is just super heavy duty. I don't see that ever getting worn out. And it's gonna be great because like when I blew stuff off with the air compressor, I held onto this hose and she's going like this and just going nuts. So it's gonna be super nice having that to be able to blow stuff off now and be able to control what I'm doing. So yeah, check them out, Force Air. Look forward to seeing what other products they got and maybe adding some more to my small fleet of air equipment I have here. So yeah, check them out and we'll get back to the normal video. I'll leave a thing in the description, a URL to get to the website for that Force Air stuff as well, so you guys can check it out if you'd like. Yeah, they got a whole army of stuff on there. I thought I found the end of it and there was just more and more. So I think there's a lot of great tools that a lot of people could use and utilize other things they have, like big air compressors and stuff. We are fueled up, windows cleaned, tractors ready to rock and roll. I would think the chopper would be headed out soon. It's got that thing greased and fueled up. I don't know what else there would be to do. Oh yep, there he left. I missed it, missed the big shot. Truck left. I'm sure the chopper's gone. Everyone's gonna be skedaddling here pretty quick. Alrighty, I need to grab my lunchbox, then I get to start packing that pile. Wait for trucks to come. Found the chopper. The chopper did, in fact, did not leave, but the trucks all did. So I don't know where they were going. We got a pretty decent start here. I don't know. I'd love to say we're halfway right now, but I don't know that we're quite there. Pile's pretty decent. We got her filled up on the back, but a lot of this is really just ramp, and it probably looks a little bit bigger on camera than what it is. Maybe it doesn't. Probably helps if I put this in 4-wheel drive too. But it's fairly steep too. Probably start coming forward with it, but I've been trying to get this back filled up, so that's been taking some time. We got her pretty steep back here. She drops off pretty good. I think a little bit steeper than I made that pile. I don't know if it's the steepest, definitely probably not the steepest it's ever been, but it's pretty steep. So I don't know. We pretty much got her filled right here to height, and then we got to keep bringing that forward, and then the front ramp will probably come out about as even as those ones, so that gives you perspective on how much we need to fill yet. We're probably close to halfway, but I don't think we're quite there. If we had another big field like we were on yesterday with really good corn like we had yesterday, I think we'd have probably no problem filling this today. But the ground's getting wet. The field we left off in last night, semi got stuck going around empty, so we pulled that off, and then Grandpa was ready to go home. It was getting later, probably around 8 o'clock. So he dipped out, and then just everyone slowly started trickling back, and that's when we quit last night. So it was probably about 8:30, I think, when we finally fully called it off and Chopper went home. But maybe today we'll get a little bit better day, maybe we won't. It's gonna be some wet ground though, regardless. We're starting a little bit further away today, but it's not a huge field. That's a good hillside field that should be a lot drier. And then we'll be going back to the same field that we got stuck in last night, and after that we're probably going to be doing the slurry store field across the road, which we buried 2 straight trucks in, opening it up when we first started the pile. So I can't imagine it dried out that much. And then we got a couple other fields that we're talking about taking off, so we'll just kind of see where she goes. I think one field that we were thinking about taking off is gonna be drier, but it's also later planted corn, so I think it's gonna be green yet. So we're getting dry downs done today on that. We'll see how that goes, and guess we'll go from there. See what happens. Be nice to get her just about done, because we got some manure to get hauled, got planting to do, all kinds of stuff. And then soybeans, before we know it, those are probably gonna be ready to come off. So it's good old fall harvest season. We just finished up it's like a 14 and a half, 15 acre field, something like that. Just did a whole time lapse of that whole thing. So every load, well, there was 3 loads that I didn't record, but so everything you just saw plus 3 loads was that entire last field we did. And then we just got a load in from our next field, which I was anticipating being a lot greener, which it seems to look drier, look more mature. As far as I can tell, there's a different color to it. It's a lot more yellowish, or gold color maybe you could say. And I'm not sure if they went to the field I thought they were going to, but according to this load, it looks a lot drier. So not a big deal. It's just, I thought it was going to be really green when it came in, and you can see that's the first one I just pushed up. It looks a lot drier, at least to my eye. So we'll see. It's a lot later planted corn, this stuff that I think we're chopping. So that's why it's supposed to be greener. But maybe it's dry. I don't know. I didn't get my dry down results back yet on what it actually was. We're gonna chop it anyways. And then there's a couple more fields that we're gonna plan to put in the other bunker that are supposed to be about the same maturity as this, as far as I know. But this field that we're going to was actually the very last field we planted, so maybe we used up a short maturity for it in the end there, but it should have been the same variety as everything else. I guess I'm not 100% sure, so who knows. It was wrote down on the paper that it was the same thing, so you'd think it'd be the same. Anyways, it's a little update on what's going on here, since you guys have been sitting on bunker wall for the past 3 hours, 2 hours, however long it's been. So the pile's coming along. I'm sure you guys watched it grow pretty quick there, but we're getting there. Definitely see light at the end of the tunnel with the pile, how it's coming. It's filling up back here. Pretty cool. We're about done. Getting really close. We honestly could probably call it here, but we got one field we want to plant into rye, and we don't know that it's gonna fit into the other field. So backing up a pile here so the truck can come in, tractor and trailer. Look at that. Some packing that's got to be done for sure, but it's a pretty good sized pile. Now, in years past, we've come all the way out on this approach here, going way down there, but as of last year, we quit doing that. We just pile a little taller on top, just so we can keep that driveway there, because we do need to get silage out of that bunker first. Not to mention that hay over there, back behind the beaner dog. It's over there. So yeah, it's fastest we've ever filled it. We're gonna be done with it today, and we've never done it in 2 days. With our old chopper, I think it took all of 4 long days. Last year we did it in 3. This year we did it in 2, which, I mean, we had some really good corn on that first field, and that was a nice big field. And it wasn't very far away, so that definitely helped us get her done. But one heck of a pile for 2 days. There she is. Very last pile to push up. That's beautiful.